But before we start, what do you guys think about the weekend? Was it a good weekend for football? A lot of decisions that were made, a lot of controversial things that happened. Let's start with the game. Arsenal versus Brighton. Arsenal drew 1-1. Kai Havertz scored a quality goal at the beginning there. And then late on, João Pedro equalized. What do you guys think of the game?
I think the main point here, let me just in my opinion, the game was not that bad. I guess maybe from a supporter's perspective, it's
can
frustrating.
I just say one thing?
Yeah,
we gotta give credit to Brighton.
That's the point I was getting at. The game was not that bad. As far as the tempo and intensity, yeah, you can tell that the levels dropped, but the way the game started, it was really exciting. Brighton's attack is good, bro. This new signing, Minte, they are good. They are good.
Brighton
But what is it with
secret sauce, bro.
On this other side, you had Mitoma, so they are good, right?
Yeah.
And they're able to.
And their striker João Pedro.
They're able to press really high, which makes the game like more fun because you're really testing Arsenal. Particularly because
how they beat the press.
Yeah, how they beat the press, particularly because their defense is supposedly that good, right?
Yeah.
But I'd say overall, you can tell that the game kind of switched or turned on its axis after the red card, and with that, bro, this is actually what I really wanted to discuss now.
Yeah.
The problem, I wouldn't say it's necessarily with Declan Rice, what he did. Sure, there was wrongfulness on his part, but the problem is a recurring theme of inconsistency amongst the refs. Because, like you mentioned, the similar thing happened in the first half, and you see, he decided not to do that. There were so many incidences where Brighton were creating fouls. And none of them were being penalized,
yeah,
right?
I saw that.
And then to come to that specific situation, this is where now we get technical with FIFA laws and rules, right? The rules say in order for you to take a free kick, a direct free kick, the ball has to be stationary, right?
Yeah.
But
the ball was moving.
The ball was moving, but then I mean, that's not something that they are too strict about.
Because policing it.
Yeah, because you've seen in like so many games where players throw the ball with a backspin and then they hit it. It's not stationary, but then refs allow it. There's this thing that especially the British media has been hounding down upon. It's the whole common sense thing that refs should use their common sense. Yes, laws are laws, but you have to follow things to the T. So I kind of understand why they're very strict on things that similar to what Declan Rice did. You remember last season, added time would go on to like 8 minutes and stuff.
Yeah. They had a lot of added time last season.
That was to curb out this whole thing of simulation, wasting time and things like that. So they decided this season they're gonna be more strict on such things. That's why it was supposed to be penalized, Declan's era, right? But the problem is that if you want to give it to Declan, you should have given it to João Pedro in the first half for consistency.
Yeah.
The same law that applies to one player should apply to everyone.
I feel like it's because it's Arsenal.
I think time wasting in the second half is more policed. Frowned upon in police because it's heading towards the end of the game. Where like moments there are important. Like a team could get an equalizer. So if you waste time with like at the beginning of the game with 15 minutes, they're not gonna care. But if you waste time the last 15 minutes,
then
to kind of sum up my whole thing, I believe that it was an unfair red card because you look at what happened, like the events that happened building up to that. He kicked the ball, yes, but the ball was not stationary. So you're gonna apply common sense with one thing, and then 2 seconds later, you're gonna stick to the rules. You get what I mean? When I'm like the inconsistency. So after that happened, you just saw Arsenal started playing deeper. They did a low block, so and then they conceded. But like to kind of also add on what Mo was saying, Gabriel, hey guys, that's a conversation that needs to be. Saliba performs so much that people overlook Gabriel.
That guy's terrible.
Because okay, with the broadcasting lens, you couldn't really see how horrible like that defending was for the goal. But there's like a certain view that shows from like the view from behind the Brighton post showing, and you can see that was an error from both. Saliba ran towards Minte and then ran a different direction. Gabriel ran towards Minte but did not even attempt to maybe slide or do anything. He just ran towards him, you know. So I mean, Pedro was there to equalize. Good positioning, good offensive pressure. Brighton are very good on the counter attack.
And he's now scoring he scored against Manchester United last game.
Yeah.
Now against Arsenal.
Yeah.
He's scoring in clutch moments.
Pedro is that guy.
They're in good form.
He's in good form, right?
The Brazilian, bro.
Once again, for I think this is the 3rd week in a row, guys, don't sleep on Brighton. I keep saying this. Don't sleep on Brighton.
They are in top 7.
They're really good. Yeah.
They are.
They are top 7. I mean, they've been finishing like top 10 the last 3 or 4 years now.
So with that thing, it wasn't supposed to be a red card. There's just inconsistency, but the rules are the rules. The rules clearly say the ball has to be still before a free kick can be played.
Yeah. So obviously now Declan Rice has a red card, and their next game is Tottenham. They're missing a crucial player. Marino's injured as well. He won't be playing for that game.
Odegaard's gonna step up, bro.
Like, who's gonna replace the midfield? Because it's gonna be Odegaard,
Jorginho.
And Jorginho. Do you think he'll be able to play?
Most likely gonna play Partey as an 8 with Jorginho being the or actually they're gonna play 2 8s with Odegaard and Jorginho, so Partey can.
But the problem is Odegaard is not good enough to play like that.
When these 2 6s
to play alone, like he can't do.
Like, that's what I'm suggesting. I think they're gonna pair him with Jorginho. And then Partey is the remaining CDM. Yeah.
So,
but also, but
overall, it was a good game until it wasn't.
So let's move into the big game. Manchester United against Liverpool. They played during the weekend. Man United lost 4-0. 3-0. Sorry. They lost 3-0.
Oh,
I mean,
my
think
word.
I want more goals because
it
was a big.
The trauma, you're traumatized.
I'm traumatized.
Yeah.
And there's a lot I wanna say. But I've been like, okay, you know, with the game that played during the weekend, right? To be honest, I was not surprised.
Fair.
I wasn't surprised that we were gonna lose that game because, like, bro,
you
know, with Man U, even though we were at home. We have played home last season with Ten Hag and as our coach, and we still lost. So it doesn't mean anything that we're home
like that.
Or away. And also with Liverpool, they're an attacking team. So obviously you will be defending most of the game if you're not a strong team. So I think that was the main reasons why I thought this game we might concede a lot of goals. Mistakes, bro. Mistakes from Casemiro.
I have a quick question.
Like, match, bro.
That guy was playing for the opposite.
This is the same team that
so many mistakes.
This is the same team that you and DB were
delighted
that they fixed the back line.
We didn't say errors. They fixed. No, I wasn't saying they fixed.
They improved. Okay.
But
improved what?
Like the defense, like bro, we bought defenders. That's what I'm saying. Like we bought defenders to come and defend. So now still is the same thing. Now I don't know what to say.
Okay, to be fair, I think
I don't think it was the defenders this time.
I was about to say
mistakes costed us.
The midfield has been Man United's downfall for the past 2-3 seasons, right?
Midfield is so weak.
In order for your back line to prove effective, you need to at least have one what you'd call like a buffer, right? So the midfield must be so good that by the time you get through the midfield, the defense is ready to pounce, right? But the problem is Man United's midfield
is too open.
It's too open. By the time the defenders there are constantly working, bro. That's the problem. If you look at De Ligt, ne, the first 15 to 20 minutes were world class, bro.
He had a good game.
He was
him and Lisandro as well.
Good.
Yeah.
Him and Lisandro were good. The
Clean,
first
winning
15
balls.
to 20 minutes they were clean, right? But now when it's constant pressure, constantly they're knocking on your door because of mistakes that 5 times Champions League winner Casemiro did.
But he's also on the decline, bro.
He's on.
He's on decline. Okay, I'll say he's declined
already.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why it's clicking that Real Madrid let him go. Because they saw that this guy is going to cost them. If you look, the first goal, the passing as well. His passing is bad, bro. He passes to the opposition.
The thing is, you could understand what he was trying to do there. The problem is the execution.
Bro, we lost 3-0.
Look.
Now we can't be trying to say what you're trying to do.
What is he doing?
Nah, bro.
It wasn't a pass to the opposition, right?
It was,
he saw an open player on the flank.
Bro, that guy was
running. Pick it up.
That's what I'm saying. The idea was correct. The execution was wrong.
He doesn't have the quality to do that thing,
right? Bro, he was trying to pass to Mainu, bro.
Yes.
Mainu's back was already turned.
And then there's an interception, right? That's firstly.
Bro,
the second one, I don't blame him either because his teammates did not make themselves available. He held the ball, he turned. Look.
But as a midfielder, bro, when you're playing in midfield, you need to be aware of his surroundings.
Let me land. He grabs the ball,
for too long.
As soon as he turns, right? Bruno does not, pass, right? Mainu does not. So as soon as he held the ball, he turned. Within, I could say 1.5 seconds, they took the ball from him from behind.
That is because he didn't check his surroundings. As a midfielder, you need to check
awareness.
And he was holding the ball for
awareness.
too long. They come. Bro, in the midfield, you know that a lot of things are happening in the midfield.
Casemiro's like, is one of the problems at United, but United's problems go deeper.
It's deeper than him.
That's what that's the point I want to emphasize. He's not
even
the main problem.
Him being there is another problem.
He shouldn't be a scapegoat. United is on a decline.
We have a Marcus Rashford, bro.
Exactly. That's another thing.
Who has been out of form for...
How does Rashford get away with things?
He's been out of form for 9 months and he's still starting week in, week out.
Not that we're complaining. As
like,
rivals, we love this.
Watch him do his front things there.
We loving this. You know?
And then it's Rashford starting. Why didn't Amazu start, bro?
That's on the coach. That's what I'm saying. Ten Hag, bro. He's not the man for the job. I think we've seen enough.
I saw the stats, ne? It's been 3 games. Rashford does not have a shot on target.
Bro, he's been out of form for almost a year and he's still starting. And then Sancho, the manager doesn't want to play Sancho.
Let me sell Sancho.
And then
the only player that's there on the flanks is Ahmad, because even Garnacho has not stepped up. Let's
but has he been playing? He hasn't been starting games.
He started his first game now
against Liverpool.
So how do we judge him if because like he was playing well last season?
He can't even start over Rashford. Like I'm not like what am I
missing? That's what I'm not getting. How can you not start over Rashford when you're that good?
So those are the things that also I think his time is up.
And then also Ten Hag, United injuries. You guys, I think you guys get injured the most. Mount picked up the knock.
Nah, pause. United gets injured the most, brother. Where have you
been like
key
players.
Okay.
Mount is out. Giro's out. Who's out? Anthony, is he out or what's happening?
He's not out.
He's just benching.
He just makes an appearance when he's about to be, I don't know, Ras Al Ghul or something.
So we'll buy someone for 95 million just to bench him.
Yep.
Okay.
Because
there's an
18-year-old better than him. Ahmad Diallo is miles ahead of him.
No, but these are the players Ten Hag wanted, right? He wanted his players from Ajax, players he knows. Everyone is here, no more excuses, and it's his third season.
Because the first season we understand, okay, he just arrived.
Yeah.
That one is excusable. You can lose, you cannot play well. Second season, injuries, but also we still have to judge you on the second season. But because this is your second season in charge.
You know what's funny?
The third season now, bro, we have all your players.
But then you know what's funny? He did better with players that are not his.
But like he has all his players.
Think about
he
it. He did better with De Gea. He did better with.
Did he do better though? Or did he just play well?
Yeah, he did. Exactly. He did better. Bro, you guys this first season, what number did you guys?
I was watching United's games.
Okay, last season. Tell me about last season then.
Last season we played bad under him.
His first season. I'm talking about his first season.
We played bad, bro. You were just. You guys just saw the FA Cup, not the FA Cup. That cup that we won. We thought, we played well.
Bro,
we didn't play that well. Watching Man United, he doesn't have a style of play. We don't play anything when he's there.
I mean, how many goals
That's why he was
score? 18.
No, he's got 18 league goals.
Ever since he's been our coach.
And you guys lost that striker, and then after you guys lost all those goals,
CR wasn't even the issue here, bro. I feel like Ten Hag hasn't been playing well.
Ten Hag is the issue.
He has come into the team.
But I'm just saying,
he was just being helped by CR, maybe scoring.
I just hope he wins another cup this season so that he can extend his contract. And then
the thing is, if he leaves, who are you gonna get?
I mean, he was spitting facts. He said, besides Manchester City, which club has won the most trophies? And it's United. That's honest facts.
Right.
Ten Hag should stay. I'm all for Ten Hag staying.
He's a quality manager.
He's a quality manager. Quality.
Nah, you guys are just
out of all the players that he bought from Ajax, he decided to leave Gravenberg, who then went to Liverpool. And he was spicing up that midfield.
And he had a game. And I told you, gents, about Gravenberg.
Let's segue into how good Liverpool was. Guys, Liverpool is insanely good.
You guys about Gravenberg.
Yeah. Liverpool.
The role that the coach has given him, now you can see him.
They've not conceded a goal this season. They're still playing the pressing of Klopp. They're solid in the back.
On the ball, you can see they have more freedom now.
Like at first I was doubting him with his decision making, but he took out Trent again in the second half, and this time Trent wasn't really fazed about it. But you could see, even with the replacement as it was Conor Bradley, he put in Conor Bradley, still they maintain those levels. I would say the only two players who are lacking for me in that game were Jota and Nunes. Otherwise, everyone else was...
Salah had a game as well.
No, Jota started and then he had to come off.
Yeah.
Jota started.
Diaz had a game as well. He's also
had an incredible game.
Picking up form.
Yeah. He's picking up form really nice. Salah scoring. So I think I have to go back now because, when I was like, the football has been mid. I think that's mainly because they've kept the levels. And when something is always so good that when it continues and you're used to that, it just becomes the norm. So I think, to kind of like qualify what I said previously, that they have not really excited me. That's because of that. They've kept the same level of football.
Let's give Honest some credit, and he's doing well.
Yeah,
for a coach who just came just after Klopp, and now he hasn't lost a game. That's good.
Gonna repeat what Spurs did last season.
Start off good.
And then they will.
I don't think so.
They'll tail off.
You know what's the thing, ne? When you inherit a good team like that, that has been playing at that level for consecutive seasons, they have chemistry as well. Like it just flows.
No one is new there.
Yeah,
everyone is playing under Klopp. They just have a new manager.
I mean, bro, you look at Szoboszlai in that game, like that whole entire midfield. I have there's no bad critique. The whole
McAllister had a game as well.
McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, all of them. So he inherited a good team and he's maintaining that momentum. Give him some credit, a little bit.
No.
We'll see after Christmas period.
I just have a feeling they're gonna tail off at some point.
You think so?
We'll see. Time will tell.
But because I think we only spoke about Casemiro in that game. He had a bad game. Second half, a lot of players didn't have a good game. Lisandro, I know he's one of our big players in that team, but there were moments he was making a lot of mistakes.
It was emotional, bro.
Yeah, and Bruno Fernandes.
That's understandable.
When the game starts becoming tough, he gets emotional, and he's our captain. We have to look up to him, but now
blasting shots,
his decision making is bad.
Is poor, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. You see, and this is also part of. I can relate it to Chelsea's season after Potter. Lampard took over, and people were thinking these guys are just horrible, like there's no talent there. No, the talent is there, but once your mentality is off, it's gonna lead to you losing games consistently. And you can tell with this team, the mentality is off, bro. Like there's no morale when you have your captain losing it like that and not having
but Bruno has always been like that,
right? Yeah, that's the thing. Most managers love that because it shows passion. It shows your passion for the game. You hate to lose like that, right? But like I get your point. You are team captain. You have to maintain composure. Plus, you're not only team captain, you're also a player that the young guys have to look up to. Your Mainos, your Garnachos, your Amads, they have to look up to you because
you're the captain of
the captain. Firstly, secondly, you have players like Rashford, who this is his 10th season.
Bro, that guy is finished.
Not just at Man United, 10th professional
level, bro.
10 years in the Premier League, and you're still playing like, bro, I don't know, like you just arrived.
Calling him a young kid, bro.
Right? So that's another problem. The mentality is not there with these United players.
He's your vice captain.
No, bro. Mentality is these issues that you're speaking about, this is just on the coach, bro. He's the player, the person playing these players.
I think it's time for United to pull a Chelsea, bro.
What do you mean by that?
What they did to Mourinho.
Just sack him.
No. Players should just start selling games so that guy can go. Because you can tell, bro. I don't think the players like him.
That won't work. No. I don't see, if I'm being honest, as much as I would like to see him win at least one cup, like a Carabao Cup, so that he stays at United, so that they keep suffering. But I don't see him ending the season. I don't see him.
Yeah, he's going, like I told these guys,
the fact that they've gotten a replacement who's already sitting next to him, you can already tell Van Nistelrooy is due to take over. So I don't think. Yeah.
Because there's no way, bro. A normal coach with a clear mind is starting Rashford over Garnacho. Like, bro, that guy has no.
Ahmad is not starting games.
He's not played a good game in like 8 months, bro. And you continue starting him, and he's like, if you look at Rashford now, he's lost speed, he's lost confidence. Remember, he used to run. Now he doesn't do that. He doesn't try big players. He runs, he stops, passes back.
There's no morale. Like his morale is low. There's no confidence anymore.
That's something you have to see as a coach.
Do you know how horrible you have to be playing a home game, and as soon as you touch the ball, your own fans boo you?
They were booing him loud, like you could hear.
That's horrible, man.
And you still don't take him off. You take off Garnacho for.
He's sticking to his guns. Ten Hag defended him in the press conference, so I think that was a way of just like, you could say arrogance, to kind of be like, I know what I'm doing, and I'm not gonna be swayed by the opinions of fans and pundits.
Also think the reason why Rashford is starting is because he's a senior figure in the dressing room, so he gets that respect from the manager.
Not just the dressing room, but the city as
club,
well.
Like
the city of Manchester, the club,
the NGOs he does, feeding all the kids, so he gets that respect.
But we don't care about that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm.
How are you performing on the field? Bro, that's what's really matters.
That's kind of like the reasoning why he's still there.
Why he's still there, bro.
You see that decisioning.
No, it is but just think about it. When you're a new manager, and then you get into
but he's winning us games, bro. Those stuff don't matter at the end of the day.
Then why is he still starting then? Like, what other reason could it be?
This is where I feel like the finger pointing is going to the wrong direction. Ten Hag didn't hire himself. So
no, but this is a new board. The previous owners.
No. Remember, at the end of the season, they found him. At the end of the season, it seemed like he was gonna go.
Then
he won the trophy.
Yes, before he won the trophy, it seemed like he was gonna go. Then he won the trophy, and then there was, I think, was it a 2-week period where his fate was not known.
When they were discussing,
they could have made that decision then. The board.
Let's talk about the next game. West Ham, Manchester City. Man City
it's all
cruising through the game.
This league title is done.
Too easy. Haaland with another hattrick.
It's done, bro.
You know, for the manager, to come out and say pre-season is done, the league is about to start now after playing 3 games in that fashion.
Bro.
Like you can tell they're not stopping anytime soon.
Bro, like they are playing in another league, bro. We are not playing in the same league as Man City.
I watched that thing and I was like, okay, few errors. What am I gonna see? Who's gonna? And then they brought in Gundogan, and I was like, man,
And imagine
his levels are still up there.
They don't have Rodri.
Bro, they're playing with
His
Rico
levels
Lewis.
are still up there.
No, Kovacic is playing the 6.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine.
Bro, look who's not playing. They don't have Foden. Foden is out. Rodri is out. People said Man City can't win without Rodri.
Kyle Walker.
Okay. 3 out of 3. They've scored how many goals? 6, 9, almost 8. I think they've scored 9. Yeah, they've scored. I think they've scored 9.
The substitute who assisted Haaland.
Mateus.
Mateus.
They have Mateus. They have Savino. They have
guys.
Doku.
That's Doku.
Yeah.
They have, and that's the thing. They sold Alvarez for 80 million. Didn't buy him.
Bro, Haaland,
let's
talk about Haaland.
That's how you know a team is good, bro. They can sell players and not buy.
Second game in a row, another hattrick.
What is there to speak about Haaland, guys? Haaland is
a machine. He was born to.
Yeah.
He's just a definition of a goal scorer.
He's one of the greatest goal scorers.
Positioning, he knows where the post is. He knows how to shoot. He has composure. You know. Yeah.
It's not like Nunes. Nunes thinks too much. Darwin, he thinks.
He already knows what he's doing.
Haaland is calm at all times. He knows I'm gonna put on my left foot. Boom.
It's like his decision making. He's already like 3 steps ahead, and that's kind of like what makes him stand out. In comparison to all the other strikers in the league, the fact that he makes a decision quickly, and nothing stops him from executing.
Like he knows, okay, I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And you see, he's got 3 different types of way. First one, he rolled it in. Second one, powerful shot
outside the box.
The last one was a chip over the keeper, lobbed it in. Like,
you can tell all of that is just excellent decision making. My favorite though was the second goal, because the ball was going one way and then he trapped it, waited for the defender to pass and took it with his left.
And his body position was also wrong, bro. And he still like generated so much power.
Guys, there's nothing much. I saw some stat. That's his 8th hat-trick
He scored,
and he did it in 94 games.
Imagine.
When you compare with other Premier League grades like your Alan Shearers and your Henrys and them, it took them about 200 and something games to reach.
Bro, and what is it?
So he might even break their record if the way City are moving right now.
He's on course.
He might have a record-breaking season.
I think he's got.
He might beat his own record as well.
He's got 70 Premier League goals in 69 games.
He's looking like the Haaland from 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Because you remember he was like showing those levels, and then last season was kinda like
last
off.
season Man City
injuries as well. He got injured last
that
season.
Injury. Now he's back to
also last season Man City they didn't have De Bruyne early on, and so like Man City last season were in a weird. That's when they were like mid. And then second half of the season when De Bruyne everyone got.
I think also we have to give credit to players like Bernardo, right?
I was about to say
because I get that the whole De Bruyne thing, né? Watching that game, De Bruyne was not, and because City performed so well, it goes unnoticed. De Bruyne didn't perform that well in that game.
But he had like.
Not to say it was a horrible game, but what we know him to.
He hit the post twice. He almost had a free kick going. I mean,
what we know his levels to be, he wasn't
like I said, it's pre-season,
right?
Bro.
But then you have players like Bernardo and Kovacic.
We're not giving him enough praise. The role he's playing, he's playing Rodri's role and he's doing well.
Even in Chelsea, no one cared to give Kovacic.
If it was another player, bro.
Even when I was at Madrid.
Tuchel did.
Calvin Phillips couldn't do it. He was there.
Just like even when I was at Madrid, Kovacic, no one cared. It was like Modric. And Kovacic was doing the dirty work. No one cared. Like now you get to see.
That's the thing. He does it in silence, though. He doesn't score every game. He's not your 2 assists every game.
He's not a beautiful player.
He just does what
gets the job done.
Like that's why Pep said, "I want him." Chelsea don't want him. I want him.
Just gets the job done. Yeah.
Quiet.
Yeah, it also gives Pep some questions to make when Rodri's fit and back.
No, Rodri's gonna start,
I know, but like...
But they played together last season also.
But now there's Gundogan.
City have a lot.
Okay.
I mean, bro.
Remember these players we're talking about are 30 plus.
Don't forget, David Silva and Kevin played together. So Pep can make like players of a similar mold work together.
But it's
looking scary. City.
No, it's rotation. Think about it. It's rotation. Gundogan and Kovacic are over 30. They don't play 90 games, right? Yeah. So when you have a rotation of those two quality players with that much experience,
on the wings,
they're winning it again, guys. I'm sorry to say.
And then on the wings, Bernardo can play on the right, then he can play center.
Yeah.
Then when he goes up, there's Savinho, and then they have this side, they have Mateus, they have
Mateus Nunes, bro.
Bro, like they're a complete team, and
they might even win the.
Well, I might get 100 points again.
I don't know what to say.
Going now,
but they might say
I don't see 100 points.
They'll get another 90 plus,
but yeah, the momentum is.
I think Pep for his Pep is he's averaging 80 something, 88 or 90 points as a manager, and that is crazy.
And the problem is with the Premier League, Arsenal were the team competes, but look at now, Arsenal look like gaining that momentum that they had last season.
Bro,
what's going on?
Pep turned this league into a farmers league.
Yeah, we just
when you look at it,
have to watch Man City just.
Sorry, it makes it seem as if West Ham was horrible, and West Ham wasn't horrible. They played a good game. You're actually gonna see when they play other teams,
when they come from that
how
level,
good they are,
gonna hit other teams.
And now with Wan-Bissaka in the team. They look pretty solid on that.
Wan-Bissaka was looking nice.
He was. I saw him pushing in forward and inverting up front, crossing. I was like, where has this guy been?
Bro.
Wait. We know where he's been.
No, he's always been there. Just United fans are haters.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like we know where he's been.
Listen.
Guys, let's be honest. Wan-Bissaka, West Ham makes sense. Man United is too big for him. The pressure is too much. Because when you're playing for Man U, one mistake, you have to be a quality
West Ham is his level.
That's what I want to say.
West Ham is his level.
You'll see, we can have a game where he's bad. No one will say anything. It's like it's West Ham, bro. But have a bad game under Man U.
But he never had a bad game.
He did,
bro. He was locking up everyone who came on his side.
That's the thing, though.
Let's talk about his ball.
No, but I'm saying, I know it's modern football, right?
As a fullback,
modern football
you have
nowadays.
to know how to strike the balance between attacking and defending.
I
don't think,
bro.
Arguably,
he's one of the best in the world, bro.
Besides Saliba. I don't think there's a defender who's better at one-on-ones besides Saliba. Better than
I give him, you're right. There I give him.
One-on-ones.
When it comes to defending, he knows how to defend.
Anyone, he will lock them up, bro.
But offensive.
On the ball, offensively, bro. Come on. So, and Man United is an attacking team. We need a guy.
Yeah, bro. So
that was a good game.
I mean, good luck to everyone until Pep leaves. Because this is not looking fun anymore. Those guys are just...
It's a farmers league now.
Yeah, it's a farmers league.
Yeah, so let's move on to the next game. Newcastle, Spurs.
I told you, bro.
Newcastle beat Spurs 2-1.
That pop team, bro.
Hey. Let's talk about Spurs.
They haven't won the league since 1960, bro.
I have to credit Newcastle for that one, guys.
Yeah, same.
I credit Newcastle. It's not Spurs being horrible. Newcastle were just It was a game of moments as well. That last goal, like Murphy, I was looking at him running with the ball and I was like, they're gonna catch this guy because he's slow. I was like, nah, they're gonna catch him. Good thing he knows awareness. He was able to just play the ball, square the ball for the goal. But I mean, overall, yeah, man, I don't even know what to say about Spurs. Spurs, like...
I told you about Spurs.
Let me see.
I don't know.
There was this other stat. Last season, they lost 4-1 against Newcastle. The previous season, 6-1. Bro, it looks like every time Spurs go to
they have the Chelsea curse, bro.
They always lose.
At
What do you guys think it is?
No, St. James's
is it
Park.
St. James's Park?
I mean, even City have been, they've gotten hands there. Hey, that place
St. James's Park is like...
it's a tough place to go.
Yeah, it's a tough place to go.
It's like Enfield.
On their day, they are buzzing, bro.
It's like Enfield.
The pressure's too much.
It's that old English stadium.
And the noise.
With a crowd that has with a club that has history in big competitions, and the fans, whenever a big team comes, the fans are like,
they make sure
this is the worst experience.
Yeah, man.
I think the fans.
The Geordies, man. You know the Geordies are loud, bro. It's like Merseyside. Like, you know, when you play in like at Anfield or Goodison Park, you just know the fans are gonna be loud.
And I'm sure like some of the audio they mute because I know they are like swearing and like giving abuse to players, talking about whatever it is. And
old school like English fans.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's that. We'll see after the international break. I think maybe Spurs.
Nah, Spurs is done.
What's the next game? Arsenal. Okay, never mind.
Let's talk about Spurs because they're high line. Their new coach and you know how he plays. He plays with a high line.
You know how managers
and those what was costing him money.
You think he learned his lesson after the thrashing that Chelsea gave them last season?
That's one thing that I don't like about managers is that they don't like adapting.
Yeah.
Like
they stick to the style, and I'm gonna do it.
You know how many times Pep has changed this style? That's why he's still like this. This is not tiki-taka anymore. What City do, bro? It's different football that they're using to do. Like every year, Pep adds something different to the system, to the team. That's why they continue. So like managers should learn. Like, bro, like it can't be one trick pony. Because what happens? The other teams, they also have scouts, coaches, people who do video review. They sit there for hours and then they point out, okay, that's how this team plays. So whenever you're unpredictable like Pep, like you just automatically like hard to beat.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I have to argue otherwise because look at Arteta.
No, stick to your morals.
Arteta stuck to his guns, and let's be honest, people look at Arsenal now and it seems as if like, Arsenal have been like this. You remember when Arteta started all the errors and he made the necessary signings. He kept the style. He made the necessary signings to suit the style.
Now he has to start adapting now.
Arteta.
Yeah.
No. Let's not speak about Arteta.
But wait, that was one game though.
I'm making the point about Ange, right?
I don't think,
Let him stick to his guns and let him make the necessary signings to suit his playing style. Because look at Liverpool. Liverpool also were a team that played high line. But look how they perfected it.
Yeah, about Spurs, bro.
It just depends on the players.
Saying.
No, I'm saying.
No, listen.
Assign his players, bro. You know, Spurs is like cash converters, bro. They're like second hand. Like they'll never buy a player.
No, but I feel like the players they bought the players they bought Madison.
For what? Like what do Spurs fans want?
Solanke is good.
Solanke.
Why would you buy Solanke? Come on.
What do you mean? Why would you buy Solanke?
Goals, like,
which other top team do you think Chelsea? Did you guys have him at some point? I don't know.
Yeah, in his.
No, I think it was Liverpool. And then went to Liverpool. Liverpool sold it. That's what I mean. Solanke is not for a top team.
He's been performing.
Yeah, but for a team that has no pressure. Now when you get to a team where you are expected or you have to score or
expected with what trophies, Mo?
But I'm just saying, I can you are that guy to take them to there.
He's building something, bro. Like let him. It's only his second season. Let him cook. I think we're judging him too early.
He's building to be fired, bro.
We're judging him too early.
It's
don't sack him now, but it's like in 2 or 3 years time he's gonna go. But then it's Spurs. Who cares, bro? They don't win anything anyway. They haven't won a trophy since 2008.
I think my verdict on this is just give him time. Let him make the necessary signings to suit his playing style. And
they haven't won
let's see where it
goes.
goes.
2008.
That was Spurs and Newcastle. I'm feeling for Spurs. Every time they go there, they lose.
Yeah,
I think that's something they need to start fixing. So let's go to the last game. Crystal Palace, Chelsea. Chelsea after a performance against Wolves.
Bro, Palmer's playing alone.
Then you draw 1-1.
I'm telling you.
What's going on with Chelsea? So
tell
us as a Chelsea fan.
Too good for that team.
I'm gonna start us with the week in general because Chelsea played a playoff to qualify for group stages for the Conference League. Can't believe I'm saying this.
No, but Chelsea might make history. So they might have all European trophies ever.
Yeah.
That is
that's
crazy, bro.
That Conference League game.
Flex, bro.
They won't.
That Conference League game against Servette, Chelsea lost.
First leg you beat them
2-0, and then but went through on aggregate. That game was kind of like when you assess the Palace game, the momentum from that game continued because that game was bland. Like this guy Yunus Hamu, he's a YouTube. He does this as well. He reacts and whatnot. He was like, it was like eating rice with chicken that is unseasoned. Like it's just bland. Like there's it's like there's nothing that will excite you. Yes, it's football. Yes, a goal was scored, but it's just bland. You look at the Crystal Palace game. Full credit to Palace, man. Like they are really good when it's transition. Palace are really good when it comes to transitions.
Palace hunt big teams, bro.
Yeah.
It's the small teams they have problems with.
They are really good when it comes to transitions, and unfortunately Chelsea is just going through a period where we're getting caught out. If you look at a lot of the Chelsea goals, if it's not set pieces, it's transitions. They capitalize that as a goal.
What is it? Is it because you guys play too high, or midfield mistakes?
No. Yeah, it's
Lavia.
It's midfield. It's defensive errors in the midfield, and positioning of players. So as soon as there's a counter attack, you have Malo Gusto, who's playing as an inverted fullback, right? He has to make the run back, but the problem is he always makes this error of not being aware of the player that's behind him because they're so narrow. So that error happens, and our two midfielders, Caicedo and Enzo, don't track back quick enough. Or if they do track back, it's like they don't play to retrieve the ball back. They play to kind of pressurize their attacker. Maybe they'll try, shielding him, but not really attack the ball, make a sliding tackle or anything like that. It's kind of like the same thing that happened even with the Wolves game. First half, those two were showing us flames, like Enzo, Caicedo. Second half, they improved. In this one, a thing that I observed, and I'm really liking from Maresca. Enzo had a horrible game, guys. I'm not even gonna. Enzo had a horrible, like it was horrible. Like there's no excuse. Whenever people are like, yo, that 100 million, yeah, I get it. There's no excuse, right? But one thing I saw, I like how Maresca adapted to that situation. So what he did was instructed Palmer to drop deeper. So Palmer now started fulfilling Enzo's roles, dropping deeper, playing the ball long, playing it wide, coming back on defensive duties.
That's not his job.
Palmer should just play the number 10.
Listen, let me land. So Enzo, who's supposed to be doing that, he told him, no, you can stay up front, be that 8, right? You create from up front, but Palmer do that. You say Palmer doesn't do that, but he did it well. When you watch,
he does not need to do it.
Yeah, he shouldn't do it.
Because you want Palmer more higher on the field, than deeper.
But then the thing is, when the situation forces you, and you have a player who's able to adapt into that role, why not do it? And he did that, because clearly there's no player that we're gonna put on who was gonna do that. Dewsbury Hall wasn't gonna do that. And to be quite honest, I don't understand that signing. Maybe his former coach was like, come up with me to, I don't understand that signing.
It was a favoritism signing.
Yeah, but
I like this guy Leicester.
When you look at everything else, Neto, he didn't really have that good of a game, and I think that's partially because the team hasn't had that chemistry yet. It's only his third game with the side or second game. Like, he hasn't really.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, they haven't really gelled with him, so they don't know the type of runs he'll be making, his positioning. That's the issue. Nicholas Jackson, man. Like, sometimes we'll be happy, sometimes we'll be disappointed. He's that kind of striker. He's not consistent.
Is he a striker you guys can rely on? Like, do you prefer him as your 9?
No.
I would say I do.
Every game he should start 9 playing.
I do, but not as a 90-minute player.
Not good enough.
I would want to start him every game, but not for the entire game. Because one thing he does, and this is what people tend to overlook, his work rate in dropping deep and link up play
and makes chances
is like second to none. I've never seen another striker currently in the Premier League who's able to do that. He drops deep, he grabs the ball, he invites pressure so that there's space in behind. And that's why you've been seeing players like Palmer and Madueke being that good, right? His link up is great. His finishing, he needs to improve on. So if he does that, and he's only 22, like 22, 23, he's still gonna improve. And it's only second season. He scored 14 league goals in his first season. Like, he's not as bad as players make him out to be, guys. Havertz scored, 12? 11 or 12 last season.
12
and this was his third or fourth season. And this guy in his first season scored 14 with a team that finished 6th. Guys, just give this guy patience. I kind of get why he was frustrated when John Obi Mikel made that statement that he wants Osimhen in because this guy is useless. He's not useless. Like, he just needs time. He's young and he's new to the league.
So you saying he just needs time?
Just give him time. You
backing him? You like him?
I'm backing him. Like I said, for me, he's a starter, but he's not a 90 minutes player.
Yeah, well, you guys are chase for the league.
That's what I want to say. Do you think he's the striker that can give you the chasing for league kind of competition?
He's not.
I think you guys need.
I think he's a good striker now for this phase of Chelsea.
That's why it's better to say he's not yet, right? When Chelsea come good, best believe he will have developed.
He will have, but I don't think he's gonna be.
So you think the rest of the team is gonna develop except him?
Listen. I think the team will get good. You guys are gonna get good, obviously. I don't think he's gonna be that guy.
So you don't think? So everyone else around him will develop except
No,
him?
he can also develop.
Yes.
Right, but like, what is he gonna develop into?
Yeah,
a prolific striker.
He doesn't have those qualities that you can see.
Wait, guys, what qualities are we talking here?
Okay, bro, is he really dominant?
No, okay, he's not. No, he's not. We signed him knowing that in the A he's not good. He's not like I saw Duran's goal for Aston Villa.
It's not like Havertz. That's good. Havertz is good. Havertz is like 6
in the A. No,
sir.
6'5". Please don't. Remember, Havertz played for Chelsea. Havertz is not good in the A.
He's got a few headers for us.
Yes,
okay,
but he's not good in the A.
You guys,
he's the tallest player.
That doesn't make him good in the A.
6'5", bro.
It does not make him good in the A. He's not good in the A.
Oh, he's a good header.
But yeah, point is, the same patience that we're giving Chelsea by sort of understanding its potential should be the same patience we're giving Nicholas Jackson.
Fofana also needs that
patience. We'll come back and play this clip. We're gonna come back to this clip.
Signed Sancho.
Jadon Sancho.
Where is he gonna fit in that team, bro?
He will.
Another signing for Chelsea.
He's gonna fit. Don't worry about us. We're good. He's gonna fit.
For who? And I heard
Misha has to go. Mudryk.
He's gonna play for in Mudryk's side.
This is Mudryk's do or die season. This is his 3rd season. He has to put his big boy pants on because like we've been cutting you some slack. We've cut you some slack for 2 seasons now. You have to get your head in the game.
He should have went to Arsenal, bro. Under Arteta, he was gonna play better.
The thing is, I'm not saying he wasn't gonna play better, right?
It's
with Mudryk, it's a mindset thing. Like we know his talent is there. His problem is that his decision making, and this is what Maresca said. His decision making, he passes the ball when he should like challenge one-on-one and whatnot. But anything else, his work rate in that game against Palace was insane. I was even shocked. I was like, okay, he's fighting for his spot now. He was tracking back. He was, making good link-ups. So it's like, okay, he's fighting for it. But now, I'm not angry at the Sancho decision because he needs to be put under pressure. He needs to understand that this is Chelsea, not West Ham. Because if he was doing these things at West Ham, like you said, he would get away with it, right? Yeah. But this is Chelsea Football Club.
Spotlight is on.
We want to buy the best in order for you to improve yourself. So it's up to him, man. This is his 3rd season. It is do or die season. To answer your question, Sancho, I think Sancho will will have a place. It's all gonna be about rotation. Remember, a lot of these wingers, in fact, let me just say, a lot of these forwards that we bought play in about minimum 2-3 positions. Nkunku's not a winger necessarily. He can also play false nine. He's also a cam. Pedro, the same thing. Felix, the same thing. So there are gonna be games where Sancho starts, and if he performs at a high level, he's gonna replace all those guys to be the main starter. And that's what you want. You want competition within the team so that they improve themselves to try beat each other for the starting lineup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we end the video, I just want us to who do we think was our player of the weekend?
Gravenberch for
Player
me.
of the week.
Gravenberch for me. Yeah.
Yeah, what a performance. He played well.
Gravenberch. Yeah.
Gravenberch had a
Same
solid performance. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me.
Mo. Please say Declan Rice.
Imagine I did. I think Declan would get Mumish of the week or something.
Nah, Mumish of the week has to go to Casemiro. No one else.
Why, bro?
What do you mean why?
Fair.
Yeah, bro.
Fair.
He flopped. He flopped.
He gave 2 goals there. Yeah.
Bro,
Fair enough,
bro.
Mumish of the week would be Casemiro. Yeah, bro. I'll say Haaland.
Haaland.
Yeah,
that's a good shout.
shout.
Haaland has my goal of the week.
Gents, that was the video. What a weekend of football. We saw a lot of things. We got to realize that Ten Hag's job now is under pressure because he needed that. Yeah, I think now it's up to the board now because we have seen everything now.
They said the real season starts after international. So
now we'll see. But yeah, that was the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.